So it's 11 o'clock at night. 11 o'clock at night here, and I'm having chicken, rice, broccoli. No, I play too much, and cornbread. And it just so happens to still be Wednesday. Um, for Wellness Wednesday, we had a group today, and we were giving out tips. And I don't know. All I want to say is I was thinking, it was like, what's your affirmations? And they were just reminding us of some things, and how, so they were reminding us how to best to deal with people. She was like, how do you deal with how do you not, if this is how I remember it correctly, how do you take something someone says basically and not value that about you? Like, how do whatever somebody say, how do you make sure that doesn't affect your value? And some people would just say misery loves company. You know, little people say don't bother you. And I don't know, that used to be something I used to get to. Like, sometimes people used to say stuff and it'll really get to me. Like, it'll really get to me. Like, I'll probably get mad, or not even sometimes get mad. Cause I had a point before I used to would get mad. I would acknowledge it, but it used to would bother me that they would say that. Cause I value people. Like, I like people. At the time, I like people. I don't think I value them as much as I consider myself to value them now. So as I'm looking, I'm like, she made a good point. Like, how do you separate the two? That whatever they say, that got nothing to do with you. Just because they said it and they feel it, when they say you feel like you fat, you ugly, you dumb, that don't mean it's true. That don't mean that's you. That is not who you are. Just because somebody says that. And when we was talking about affirmations and how to just stay calm, so I'm like, man, I ain't really thought about it, but I'm like, mine's just stay calm. I'm just grateful to even just to be here, to wake up, see all beautiful faces, new people. I don't think I knew no one in there. I saw some of them before, but it was just the experience and being able to be in a community and be around people. Find activities like that. No matter if you think they're not there, search them. They will come to you. Draw them, attract them. They will find you. So it was a blessing to be able to be around people that believe they have the power over themselves. I like that. And one lady, she was like, I'm struggling with anger management, they kept saying. So she's trying to learn. And it's always good to learn. Even if you feel like that's something you overcame or survived. It's still good to learn and see a different POV, point of view. You say, you know what that means? It's good to see different people point of view. Anyone's, even the person you might feel like is very negative. But just for a second, don't stay there. Wonder why they think like that. What did they go through? What happened? Where did it start at? Where's the root? We don't like to talk about how things occur. You know, for people to let what someone say to affect them. I mean, it's something from their past. It could have started with someone they love or that they knew. That now, that when someone says something, it affects them. My trauma was my mama as a kid, my parents. I feel like sometimes I feel like my parents had a bigger traumatizing part than I thought, if that makes sense. So instead of people, and I feel that way because sometimes our parents open a gateway for people to have their way. How you treat your child, you basically showing them how the rest of the world should treat them because they don't know that that's not normal for their birth mother or father to treat them that way. because you're technically the only people they saw. You're the first people they met. You gonna do them like that? They don't know nobody. This is the first experience they have with people, connections, love, relationships, communication, foundation, stability. And the first thing you introduce is them to chaos. And I'm saying that because please watch what you do around your children, mother and father, guardian. They are watching. When you say they're not, they're watching, they're listening, they're hearing, they're sniffing, they're smelling, they're tasting, they're doing everything they're not supposed to. Because what did you do as a child? And so if it started as a root where somebody say can affect them, what can we do while they're young? Because if it starts with they're young and whatever we do while they're young sticks with them more, yeah, because they get a little older, they're like, no, I ain't trying to hear that. I've been through this, I know this. But as a child, they don't know nothing. And usually a good 90%. You got some stubborn ones, but a good 90% are pretty much willing to learn. That's why they're so open and be looking and watching on YouTube and the internet is so fascinating to them because they're actively learning every chance and second they get, no matter what you think. So if the first thing they get to interact with is their mother and their father, and that relationship is precious, it's supposed to be a real true bond and loyalty, then love. It messes them up. And yeah, when a random comes see someone on the street, it might could trigger something, it might bring back a traumatizing memory. It could bring somebody else in the family or somebody who grew up with them. The point of the story is it be our upbringing, it be the environment. Sometimes it's not parents, it's whoever we were allowed to be around that we had access to. It's access is the word. Whatever we had access to as a kid, that changes everything. And it starts there. If you got access to a mother and father, it starts with them, good or bad. Good or bad. Whatever relationship goes, good or bad, it starts with them. School, teachers, it starts with them. That's why they be like, what are you teaching my kid? But what are they learning at home? Because it starts with both of y'all. It's 50-50, right? Forget 50-50. It's back and forth, meaning it should be neutral. That's why they be saying, forget the numbers. It should be so equally balanced. I don't even know numbers exist. I want to forget that because I'm so focused on building this child and building this adult because really that child is an adult who will have to go up and learn how to deal with people and other situations. So the best thing to put it, be loving to your child. Be calm with them. Be patient. Because we are adults now. And that child is going to become an adult. And sometimes they're going to be sitting in a group like they was with me today, telling them how they felt what somebody said affected them. And not even just because of what they said, because of how they handled it. She said that man came. He was just watching her, bothering her, asking her why she's standing there. And he bothered her that it triggered because he just kept watching, kept asking. And then she's like, I'm here for a meeting. I got an appointment. Why we got to explain ourselves? And I told her like something's going on with him. He needed a booster. That he felt like he had to bother her to feel something about him. What happened to him? Who was a little boy at one point? What started with him? Somebody at some point didn't make him feel masculine enough, confident enough, strong enough, or he had to go pick on a woman and ask her and bother her and watch her just because he was so uncomfortable. And when you're so uncomfortable with somebody being around you and they're not doing nothing but minding their business, you got something going on with you. Somebody's just standing there on their phone, they're not looking at you, vaping, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you don't agree with it, whatever it is. And I'm saying that because even they smoking a cigarette, drinking coffee, are they bothering you? Are they looking at you? Don't let the presence of another human being bother you. Young woman, young man, mature woman, mature man. So I say this to say this conversation had me thinking with my hair like this because I don't even care. It won't be long. No, no, no. Take your power back and realize who you are. And that's another thing I learned today from another situation. lady had to take her power back. You have to, by you saying no and not engaging and not choosing to be miserable and give them company, taking your power back. And you standing up for something. You standing up for you. And you're valuing something, and it shows. What they say, if you stand for nothing, fall for anything. Don't fall for it. Question everything but you. And believe almost nothing unless there's proof. Yeah, why they giving you that information? Figure out why. Be wise. And choose your environment. Choose the people you're around. Be cautious. And always question a relationship, an individual, a situationship. Question everything but you. Everything. Why are they coming up to you? Why did they choose you? Have they been watching? Pay attention. Be wise. Be smart. Be loving. Be kind. Stay blessed. Stay you.